Welcome y'all to a new adventure from the Mayhem verse. This is session 0 of a new series of adventures called Underground Records. In just a moment here, we're going to go in order of Dan, then Rachel, Jay, and then Bastion. And you're going to give us introductory material, tell us a little bit about yourself and about your character. And after that, we're going to get into some role-playing and try on the costumes, as it were. Dan, you want to get started?
I am Dan. I normally play Yardak on the main show, and this time I will be playing Cameron Anderson, hero name being Timber. He has sonic powers. I kind of took a bit from Banshee and X-Men, so he can use his voice to get aerial and kind of fly around and do some voicey type things. He grew up kind of he sucked. He was in a gang. He did the stereotypical oh, I'm a bad boy. I'm gonna go beat up an old person and kick over trash cans, that kind of shit. But then I noticed that my younger brother,
not the old people,
the old people, they have it coming. This one's for you, Ethel. Why Iota?
A hooligan, if you will.
Then my younger brother started to fall in with a bad crowd as well, and then I realized that I needed to be a better example for him. So then I broke away from my gang life. Now I am doing the whole hero bit to try to set a better example for my brother and try to get him out of the life he is building.
I can respect it.
So I'm a good guy now.
Gotcha. Rachel, your time to shine. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your awesome character.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I play Ruby Lawson, aka Visual Aid, on the main show, but for these shows, I'll be playing Samantha Stanwyck, who is a private eye, a little jaded, a little Jessica Jones type. But she does have powers, but they're kind of hard for her to use because they're not natural. Back in the day, she was trailing a corrupt politician. Basically, she was in a mysterious car accident that was totally not on purpose.
Okay, Princess Diana.
And ended up needing a liver transplant. She was unknowingly given a liver transplant from a post-human that gives her some super strength, but her body, her body doesn't work that well with it. In the same way, she has to take medication so she doesn't, reject the liver. So she also uses normal things, like a gun. Because sometimes that's easier, guys.
Mr. J, tell us about yourself and what's your deal with your character?
So I'm Jay. I like to craft things with my hands, particularly with leatherworking and or sewing. As for my character, he is Kevin Calloway, but most people call him the Dirt Magus, and he absolutely hates it. So please call him the Dirt Magus. It's great. He is not a post-human. He's actually a human that uses magic. One day, when he was quite a bit younger, well, we don't know if he was in a coma or if he was spirited away to another world, but lived a full and long life and then died of old age under the tutelage of some other being and learned how to utilize magic. Upon his death, he woke up effectively 2 or 3 days from when he had originally disappeared. And that was when he was about 16, and he's now 33.
Very interesting. I had gotten the concept of that character beforehand and discussed him a little bit with you, but I didn't know about the backstory, so I'm very intrigued now. Thank you. Finally, Bastion, will you tell us about your character who, I have to say, by the way, all of you, as soon as I got the concepts for these, I was very excited. So Bastion, will you please tell us about yourself and your awesome character as well?
Hello, I am Bastion. I am a fan of all things game, whether they are board games, video games, card games, or tabletop RPG games, which is what we are doing here today. So I'm just kind of a game addict. But I will be playing Silas, who is, currently a traumatized teenager, but is a post-human who developed powers very early, at age 5, got kidnapped by a giant electronics conglomerate called Silicorp, and has spent most of the past decade being a test subject, and only escaped from that when he overheard that they were going to decommission his project and chop him up for parts for some new project. So he escaped and stumbled his way, fell down the hole to the underground, and was found by the Dirt Magus. But yes, there is lots of developmental trauma going on there, so...
Found by the Dirt Magus sounds like some punk band song.
It does. Is that definitely some stoner metal, maybe?
But power-wise, I'm playing a Silikinetic So lots of manipulation of sand and silicon. So kind of Spider-Man Sandman meets an Earthbender.
So the basic premise for this adventure, each of you, for one reason or another, having to do with your experience and the skills that you bring to the table, I've been called upon by a contact of yours in the underground, a kid called Moze. Moze is a real strange type. He seems to operate with a lot of agency for being very obviously. You look at this kid and you know he's a minor, but he seems to have certain power and connections in the underground. Recently, a prominent figure in the underground, a man known as the Killer Bee, was assassinated in a very chaotic and bloody fashion, and Moze needs some help in order to establish why that went down and to answer the question, who killed the Killer Bee? Welcome to Session 0 formally. I'm going to give us a little intro, set us up where we are, and then I will turn it over to y'all. We begin in the underground, at the edge of the Underhaze. A greasy pile of cinder blocks boasts a flickering yellow sign modified from an ancient billboard. The famous TNT Pool Hall lights up the smoggy alley. Bolted to the side of the billboard, a neon sign. Tubes of pink lightning form a stick of dynamite with wings, flanked by two pulsing yellow signs which glow bang, bang. One by one, several mysterious figures enter the bar. From their body language and the distance between them, they don't all know each other, but they all know of one of the patrons, a young man, a boy really, too young for such an establishment as this, but no one would dare ask him to leave. He is called Moses, Moze, and Moze, and he was born down here in the dark, and has seldom left. It was he who summoned these unique individuals requesting their help. And, looking into this room, this is not a bar where people are having fun. There is one lit pool table where Moze is leaning back against, and in the shadows there's a man in a black coat knocking pool balls around with what appears to be a baseball bat. There's a blue-white haze that hangs in the air. There are no smoking laws down here. And everybody seems to be kind of the shadows along the wall. They'll wander up to the bar, get a beer, and then kind of shrink back. So definitely a tense atmosphere. I'm going to open it here. What are y'all thinking? What's the vibe? How is this ringing in your instincts?
Is this somewhere? Would we normally be here?
This is probably not a place you would choose to go into. It definitely, from the outside, looks like a bar that screams trouble.
I know my contact is Moze, right? Or do I just know that I'm here to meet a contact?
You would have some prior dealing with Moze. What that is, I am leaving entirely up to all of you.
Oh, okay.
In the case of Jay's character, he will probably also know the Slugger, but...
So, I don't know any of the other people that came in with me, but so I'm gonna take the initiative to just walk right up to Moze. But I'm not I don't want to draw attention to myself, so I'm not gonna charge on up. I'm just gonna normally walk through the bar like I normally would, and then just kind of stop near Moze and say, well, I'm here. What's up?
He looks up at you, smiles, and says,
"It's been a long time. When's the last time I saw you?"
It was that thing you took care of me for my brother last year.
He nods.
"Yeah, how's he doing? Any better?"
"Well, yeah, I mean, you got me the dirt on that guy, so he left him alone, and I'm in your debt, that's why I'm here."
"Alright, but let's not call it a debt. Let's talk about what you need and what I need, and let's just leave it at that."
Kind of looks past you all. At this point, it's up close to be evident. Part of the reason why nobody's going to ask Moze to leave is he's got a pair of holsters on his hips, like cowboy style. And in one, there's a 44 Magnum, and the other, there's a pair of steel nunchucks. And he kind of sweeps his eye across the bar, seemingly meeting the eye of all the patrons, and then he scans over the rest of you. He sees the Dirt Magus, and he says,
"Hey, Kev, how's it going?"
"Oh, been a while." I wave.
And the other man, the one knocking around the pool balls, he looks up and he smiles, but he doesn't say anything yet. Moze looks up to the Magus and he says,
"You ever get that thing, that fucking experiment up and running? What was it again?"
Vertical farming. Not quite exactly working yet, but it's a proof of concept. It's starting."
"There's too much shit in the water, I'm telling you, man."
"Well, I mean, crap might actually help."
"Yeah, not plastic, though."
"True."
"And who's your friend?"
"Oh, this is my son, Silas."
"Wait, your son?"
And Moses got thick eyebrows and they raise way up.
"It's okay. You can say hi."
I don't really say hi. I'm not really making eye contact, and I just kind of like half look up, like looking maybe at your chest, and just kind of give a little wave.
Moze nods. He says,
It's alright, I got a buddy named Ollie. He doesn't really talk much either.
and then finally he notices Samantha.
And you. I got a friend who recommended you. Her name's Ruby. She says hello.
Yeah, I helped out with some investigations up in Riverside. She didn't say you were a kid, though.
He shrugs. He says,
We start 'em young down here.
Have we actually ever gotten Moze's age? Like, this whole time, like...
A nebulous 13 in my brain.
basically the Slugger being gone that whole time was supposed to be a 3-year period. So to me, Moze was 13 when the Slugger went in, and he was 16 when he returned. That's in my head.
I also think Moze looks younger than he is.
You'd be somewhat stunted. It is not a healthy environment he's growing up in. Despite his high degree of intelligence and ingenuity, this place is hard on the body.
I would say he's probably like 16. Samantha thinks he's like 13.
15 or 16 is Canonically, Moze's birthday is unknown. He and the Slugger pick it off of a dartboard.
I guess I can work for a kid.
Kind of gives you the old-fashioned squint where it's just kind of looks up at you.
Yeah, she said you had a bit of an attitude. That's fine, though. You're a professional, do that.
Life will do that.
Yeah, it will.
And he turns to the man in the decaying wool overcoat who's kind of just been moving his way around the pool table, knocking the balls around aimlessly.
Well, you got him here. Lay it on him.
This just kind of really scruffy-looking character looks up finally. He sets the bat down on the table, and he flips up a singed red balaclava to reveal a beard and smiles with a mouth full of mismatched gold teeth. They're all wired together. He says, well, I wouldn't call you the best and the brightest, but you are the best suited for this job. Basically, it's this. My teacher was killed, the closest thing I've ever had to a father. And right now, things are too volatile down here for me to handle the investigation myself. Moze can't do it either. He's got his own stuff going on. I need folks who can take care of themselves. I need folks with street smarts. And I need folks who know how to operate in the underground. It's dangerous down here and strange, and not everybody knows our ways. Walking down the wrong street can get you killed. And there are things down here that nobody really has an answer for, and I can't prepare you for. So, the way it is this. If you do this for me, anything within my power, I will make sure you have it. I can give you a bag of cash if you ask for it. Topside money's no good to me. I got heaps of the stuff. You need connections with somebody? I can find them. You need somebody found? Moze has got you.
All right. Sounds good to me.
So, I am sending you on a very, very dangerous task. Somebody killed the most dangerous killer I have ever known. A blind swordsman. The man was unstoppable. And they're telling me that some common street trash called the Axe Gang took him out. That's impossible. They're bottom feeders. So whoever took him out, they're very dangerous. So tell me, if you can name it now, what do you want? Put the word out there and I will make it happen.
With your topside connections, can you help get me dirt on Donovan Saunders? I think he's running for something and he's no good.
That depends on the channels you want to run through. I know plenty of folks topside. Not all of them are nice.
None of the people he works with are nice. That's not a problem.
I'll see what I can do. It may take time.
He's responsible for this, and I think I take up my shirt and there's like a scar because I got too close once. Gotta be more careful now.
The Slugger nods and says, I'll make some introductions.
I'm in then.
Deal.
I walk to the bar, and then I'll player knowledge give you this, and she gets what looks like she's like getting like vodka or something. She's actually drinking water. She had a liver transplant. But she wants to like give the illusion that she's like...
So wait, are you like taking like shots out of a shot glass and then just setting back down on the counter?
Like a bigger glass.
So when you are finished with the glass, I'm just kind of sitting there next to you. It looks like I got to reach for it, but you notice my hand doesn't go all the way to the glass, and the glass comes to my hand. I take the glass, and then I bite a chunk out of it.
Is the bartender going to be mad about that?
I just give a little shrug, and then I look at the dirt Magus.
The bartender reaches across the bar and just kind of pulls a couple of empty glasses away from you.
I shrug at the bartender like, I did not know that was going to happen.
Chowing down on this glass like it's a basket of chips.
Yeah.
We should leave other people's things to them, okay? It's only polite.
But I thought this was one of the places. I don't know how these places work. I saw the person give things to eat and drink. I thought that was what this was. Is that not how this works?
Sort of. Usually it takes some sort of currency. And most of the times, well, people eat things that are different than what you consume.
Sorry, mister.
But reaches for the cup again to take another bite.
Oh, I still have the cup in my hand. Like, at this point, it's not like I'm going to give it back or anything.
At this point, the Slugger actually offers out a couple of empty beer bottles that have been sitting on the table by him.
Once I'm finished with the glass, I'm just going to keep munching on the beer bottles.
I go back and get another thing, and then what people know is I take a pill at the same time. It's just for you guys to know. I'm taking, like, medication, but I think others think I'm, like, taking something illegal.
What are the rest of y'all doing? You're thinking about your boon? And this does not have to be something, by the way, that you have to name right now. I actually want you to think about this, because I really like these characters, and I would like to see them kind of blossom and show us what you can do. Like, because I've got some adventures in mind, and these things can be fulfilled later.
So after Samantha stops talking about what she said, there's been, like, Silas's affect is a little bit off. Like, there's a little bit of, like, jovialness, but there's also, like, I don't really talk like any sort of teenager you've seen or whatnot. There's sort of a almost robotic and naive sort of thing to it. But I would look at the Slugger kind of first time I've directly looked into somebody's eyes and like, well, I would like it if I could stop having to run, but I don't think that anybody can ever do that. So I would settle for knowing if my parents are still alive and where they might be. But I don't even know their names. So don't know how that's going to happen.
The Slugger looks at Silas for a very long moment and says, "There may be a path to the answers you seek. It would be a long and difficult one. I may know of a common cause between you and I, but let's see what you're made of first."
Sounds like most of the rest of my life. I'm used to long, hard, and difficult.
If I can find them, I will make sure you find answers.
Okay. With a nod, I would go and I would kind of then go back to sitting. And at this point, I probably munched my way most of the way through the glass, and I'm now starting to nibble on the beer bottles.
Slugger, been a while.
It has been a while. What have you been up to? Still digging around in the refuse?
Always.
Aren't we all?
You been eating okay? You been eating any veggies? Or has it just been that garbage that they peddle?
Garbage? What garbage that who peddles? My favorite noodle shop sees me right. I get lots of protein, carbs. I don't have any teeth to lose. I get vitamin C from like a drink mix.
It's just Tang.
Yeah. I have my daily Tangwich, thank you.
Reaching into my pocket, he hands him a little plastic baggie of carrots, like baby carrots. Well, not baby carrots, but cut carrots.
He holds them up. He's like, I don't like the color, but I'll give it a try.
That's the normal color.
Nothing natural is orange.
Moze, catch. Tosses him a bag of radishes.
He catches them and immediately starts eating them. In his case, he pulls open the plastic bag and he crunches down on one immediately, root and all.
Oh.
I'm sorry, did you just say nothing natural is orange? What about oranges?
I just told you that I eat Tang sandwiches. I've seen a real orange twice in my life. Usually I just see the peels. Folks make alcohol out of that down here.
In fairness, my dumb bitch ass went, yeah, I was like, what else is orange? I was like, yeah, carrots. And I was sitting here going, what the fuck else is orange? Did not think of an orange.
I'm mainly just angry that like I didn't think of an orange either first, but like I was checking my phone.
I believe it's been established once before that the Slugger can't name the planets. It's completely irrelevant to him. He does not know the names of the planets. The information is available to him, he just doesn't care. Alright, we got Silas munching bottles, we got Stanwyck popping pills at the bar. Dirt Magus is hanging out and handing out vegetables. And what is Timber up to, Dan?
I have been watching this kid just crunching on bottles, and I'm a little fearful. But if he's on my side, he's on my side. So I want to actually stand closer to the kid giving out this feral fucking energy, because then other people might leave me alone too. Because, like, while I know, like, I can kick ass if I need to, I also
love that I'm giving out feral energy, because, like, this is just total, like, complete social ineptitude that everybody else is reading as feral, because I just don't know any fucking better. I've been institutionalized since
That's why kids are feral. They don't know any better.
institutionalized as peak feral.
Yeah, I guess that tracks.
I got a beer, and I'm just sipping regularly from this beer. I don't really enjoy it, but I wanna give off the illusion that I'm a big bad tough guy.
The vibe in the bar seems to have kind of chilled out. Folks are kind of like no longer hunched up. It's not really the vibe that you're about to be attacked. It's just nobody wants to be noticed there. Nobody really wants to talk. It's a generally pretty crummy place, but that level of like, holy shit, who are these folks walking in? Because y'all are distinct. It would be obvious that you're not, that at least not all of you are not typical underfolk. Maybe it's the way you hold yourself. Maybe it's the fact that you might be visibly armed. That is kind of up to you.
We look like we've seen the sun at least once or twice.
Yeah. There is sort of sunlight down here, but we'll get to that. The floor is kind of open for general role playing. If there are questions, you can ask literally anything about your mission, and we'll address those.
I don't think Jay or Dan had either answered the Slugger's question.
They can take their time and make the request later. The Slugger is going to leave the pool table alone, and with Moze, he's going to wander up to a high top near the bar. They're just kind of sitting, talking quietly with their heads together, and it's very much the comfortable conversation of folks who have known each other for the major portion of their lives. They both seem very, very serious, and the Slugger at no point pulls his mask off. He always keeps the balaclava rolled up just under the eyes. If you ever keep an eye on him, you'll notice one of the eyes peeking out of that balaclava, the whole eye is like a discolored green color, and it seems to be able to move somewhat independently of the other one. So he's got his eye on Moze the whole time, and that green one kind of occasionally flickers and looks at people around the room before switching back to him.
I think Samantha's going to start playing pool.
Hell yeah.
Does anyone want to join her?
Fuck it, I'll play some pool.
I have no idea if she's good at pool. I don't know how you determined that.
Let's see. I got your character sheets here. Let's do some roll-offs to see how you do on your
What would you roll to play pool?
Call it a D20 plus your dexterity bonus. So, who wants to break?
Hey, it was your idea. You break it.
Apparently I'm shit at pool. I rolled a 4. So that would be a 5.
You scratch the cue immediately, and it bounces and actually lands on top of the other balls.
Oh no, this is what happened when Rachel plays pool. I want her to be cooler than me. Like, do we have a hero point?
Because you are already badasses of some degree, you've each got a hero point to roll with.
I want her to be better at that, so I'm going to use my hero point to reroll, which hero points can be used for a bunch of different things, but if you use it to reroll, you get to reroll, and if you get below 10, you get to add 10 to that. So, this time I rolled a 6. I need to change die, but that would be a 16 plus 1 would be a 17.
All right. And with 17, actually, there's a nice smooth click, and you send the balls scattering away. You do not sink anything, but the table is now open. Uses for a hero point. Reroll, basic scene edit. Use an advantage you don't normally have. GM inspiration. And also an instant counter and effect used against you. So there's a lot of different things that it can do. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's a get out of jail free card, but it's kind of an oh shit button. Also, you can earn them. If for whatever reason the GM thought I was funny or did something cool, I can give them out. It is very much the fun bonus, which is something that I hope to use quite liberally for this.
I also vaguely remember saying that if you play into your complications,
yes,
and and call and bring them up, that you can get them back. I was unclear whether you can have more than one hero point at a time, though.
Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not uncommon for the way I played to have 3, and then we go into combat and time to use them.
I want y'all to do cool stuff. I don't want to kill you. I want you to, do your badass knife trick or whatever you're going to do. I want you to succeed at stuff. And so, but I also want to have my bad guys punch you really, really hard in the face and cause all kinds of mayhem and set stuff on fire. So it all balances out.
I mean, I would say no mayhem, but it is in the name of the show.
Timber, it is your turn. Let's see if you're any good at pool.
Alrighty, and then I'm actually quite good at pool because I got a 16 and my modifier is a 4. So I got a dirty 20.
All right, you sink the ball you were aiming for. Call stripes or solids, please.
Stripes, baby.
All right, Timber's got stripes. I believe that means it is also your turn. Roll again to see if you sink another ball.
16.
That'll be 2 stripes sunk for Timber.
Hey. And while we're playing, Moze's still around the pool table, right?
It's a pool hall, but right now none of it is in use. So a lot of it is completely unlit. It is mainly this one pool table, and then there is the bar nearby, and Moze and the Slugger are kind of between those at a high top. So he's around, he's watching.
Silas is also watching it like it's the first time that he's ever seen anybody play pool.
I mean, it probably is. He's probably going to try to come up and eat one of the balls like an apple.
It looks like that because that is in fact the first time he has, but none of y'all know
those
that
look
shit.
Delicious. I wonder if I can eat them.
That was the second question is what are pool balls made out of? Are they made out of glass or ceramic, or what are they made out of?
I want you to go and look that one up for me and report back.
Actually, Rachel's curious.
They're typically a resin. A phenolic resin or polyester resin.
I don't know what either of those things have in them.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Timber, you actually, at least the barroom rules of pool that I've, it is still your turn. You are on fire right now, so let's see what you got.
Okay, so as I take my next shot, I'm also because I'm feeling a little cocky, so I look to the side as I'm doing it, and I ask Moze, I was like, other than the killer bee getting stung, do you have any tips that you can give us, or do you know anything else about the case? Got anything for me? And it's not as good. 13.
So that is going to turn over to Stanwyck or Samantha, whichever one you prefer.
Whatever. They both start with S.
Moze shrugs and he says,
Things are heating up down here. The corpos are sending their security forces out on the street, and they're starting to squeeze people. Folks are losing power. The water's crap. Communication's crap. And, now there's people disappearing.
Is that any different than the underground usually is?
At one point things were getting quieter. Shit, things were even getting better. Over the last few years, though, a lot of new strange faces, a lot of weird happenings. More costumes and more masks down here than there fucking used to be.
Probably people who wanted to stay weird down here.
It's weird enough. We got plenty of that shit to go around.
A 15, so that would be +1 would be 16.
You do not sink a ball, but you make several bounce around and rearrange the table.
Wee, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Could you take a +1 on your next shot when it comes around to your turn again?
Nice.
Did any of us describe visually what our characters look like? I know we talked about kind of who we are.
Are they in costume or are they in street clothes? What's your look?
I don't think Samantha really has a hero or normal. She just kind of wears the same black jeans, black shirt, black leather jacket, some boots. She has kind of dark hair. She just kind of wears the same thing every day. She's not fussed about it. She has a look. She sticks to it. If you look into her closet, it might kind of look like a cartoon character's closet.
It's cheaper to animate her that way.
Yeah.
I can dig that. That is kind of the outfit that I sort of expect from a character like that. Of I need to blend in. I need to not necessarily easy to pick out if I don't want to be, and it needs to be functional. That's perfect.
Whenever I'm doing the hero thing, I cover my identity because now that I got out of the whole gang life thing, I want to keep everything I do separate from my family. He kind of looks like whenever in Spider-Man when he's first starting out trying to make his Spidey suit and just look really shitty because I'm not made of money and I'm just kid living in regular middle class America. So it's it's tight. sweatshirt and like sweatpants and like, like shitty Spider-Man stuff. And then, but it covers like over like my full head, but then comes down to here. So that way, like the bottom half of my face, specifically my mouth, is still completely open to do my whole Sonic thing.
Kind of like the arrow with Wolverine, where he didn't have the wings on his mask. He just kind of had the bandana thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the body of the costume like?
I feel like he would wear yellow. So yeah, just like yellow, like a full yellow kit.
Is that what you're wearing right now? So it's all black and all yellow, playing pool right now.
Yeah. I mean, it is a killer bee.
Fantastic.
Okay, but you walked in looking like the bride about to swear bloody vengeance. So that's why people are nervous. They're like, oh god, I've seen this movie. Dirt Magus, what is your underground drip, my underfolk homie?
All right. So he's wearing blue jeans, a tan Carhartt with a gray hoodie underneath, and a black knit cap. Unassuming as heck.
Very low profile.
Yeah, I mean, it's just his normal garb. It looks better made than anybody else from down here, but just as dirty.
Gotcha. So it's like very, very much like he makes his own clothes.
He scrounges and then fixes up.
Cool. And Silas, what aside from the crumbs of glass at the corner of your mouth, what you got going on?
I've got like sandy brown blonde hair that's like messy and unkempt. Kind of think that's sort of almost like JRPG protagonist messy kind of hairstyle. Sort of golden hazel eyes. I am rocking like military canvas cargo pants and a heavy similar material trench coat that has pockets like just everywhere on it, and like a black t-shirt underneath that.
I dig it because you've got kind of a balance, because you've got the folks who it's like you look like folks who live in the underground, where you've kind of put together the best of what you can get a hold of and what works the best for you. And then you got the practicality of Private Investigator and Samantha Stanwyck. And then you've got the straight up costume superhero, and I love that. He's picturing these folks just kind of shuffling into a bar. It's like, oh, there's a couple of folks. Like, it's like we won't give them any trouble. And then it's like, she looks like trouble. And then Timber walks in. It's like, oh god.
Now walk in like a human lemon.
Yeah.
Group walks in together. You go, how do they know each other?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more costumes and masks down here now. He's looking directly at you as you're asking.
And then I go and blow a kiss.
Whose turn was it at the billiards table? I believe it was Timber.
Okay. I'm rolling really good for this, like just starting game where nothing's happening, and I know it's not going to continue when we're actually doing some shit, because that was an 18 on the dice, so fucking 22.
Jesus.
Yeah, you sink another ball. Give me another roll.
Hey.
Samantha's kind of annoyed that like she was the one who suggested pool.
Okay, there we go. That was a 2, so 6 altogether.
You scratch the hell out of that last one. Flies off the table and bounces, and it rolls across. And the slugger reaches down with the bat and just taps it back your way, like putt putt. So Samantha, it is back to you, and you get a little bit of advantage.
So I rolled a 12, and then the dex, and then one more, right? So that'd be 14.
You get a ball almost in. You do not quite sink it.
Rude.
Okay, back to me.
I feel like I made the pool table a 2. I have a CR.
Pool is hard.
17 altogether.
Maybe darts are her game. She aims guns.
Dan sunk one. All right, Timber, it is your turn again.
So let me go again. Fucking Christ, why am I rolling so well? 19.
All that time when you were in the bad crowds, you hung out in pool halls.
Yeah, probably. A nat 20? Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell is going on? I never roll like this.
Has Samantha sunk a single ball yet?
No, I'm just abusing her.
Yeah, I know.
Oh shit. You get some crazy like pentagram ricochet and it sinks.
Oh, that was a 5, so 9.
That was a 5. You scratch and the ball just kind of spins. All right, Stanwyck.
How did you go from the best pool shot I've ever seen to the worst pool shot?
Give yourself a +1 on that. It's teetering on the edge.
Jesus Christ. I need to switch dice again.
Hey, you're rolling bad here. I would rather roll bad here than bad later, because I'm gonna fucking just get nat 1s the rest of the game.
So it'd be an 8. Is that enough to get the one that's teetering at the edge?
No, you miss it entirely.
This is not my game.
No, it's not. Timber, let's see if you can shut this game out.
I don't stick to every stereotype.
Well, that's a 17 on the dice, so 21 altogether.
You sink the final ball of your set, line up the 8-ball, and call a pocket.
I'm good about the nat 1 this 8-ball. Top right pocket. Oh, well, that's an 8, so that's only a 12.
You missed with the 8-ball. Stanwyck, it's your turn.
Let's get one ball in. That's like, this is actually too close to Rachel playing pool. I'm just like, any ball. I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah! All right. Yeah, and then suddenly it's as if there was a god looking down and took pity on you. You sink not only the ball teetering on the edge, you sink a second one.
Thank God. Okay, so that was a 16, so 17.
Really, you were just letting me think I was going to win, and now you're just like, bang, bang, bang.
17 will sink another ball. You're up to 3 now.
This is an 18.
You are up to 4.
10, so be 11.
You do not sink that one.
Thank God I at least got some.
Timber.
Oh, that's a 5, so that's only a 9.
You scratch.
I rolled a 5, so 6.
A 12, 16.
The 8-ball bounces off the edge of the pocket and is still anybody's game. Stanwyck.
All right. Is she coming in to steal?
That seems unlikely. Okay, 16, so plus 1, 17.
You sink a 5th ball.
That'd be 11 altogether.
Tambert, is your turn again.
Not 20 on the 8-ball.
Yeah!
Tamber wins. Well done, both of you. That was fun.
I go, high five, and I go, I wonder if they have a dartboard.
With those rolls, you want to throw things that will stick into people?
I'm gonna look around and go, this is probably the wrong place to have darts.
I think y'all are going to bring some really, really cool stuff to the table with each of these characters. I think you already are.
To the pool table?
To the pool table, and also to the very, very crowded table that is the underground. There are going to be a lot of factions. Very much have their eye on you. Y'all are some odd ones, and to see you working together is going to turn some heads. There's some dangerous killers on the loose who took down another very dangerous killer, and hopefully you'll make it out alive and solve some mysteries along the way. I will go in order of Dan, Rachel, Jay, and then Bastion, and then I will finish out with myself.
Well, you can normally find me on the normal show of Masks and Mayhem. So listen to us. We are wherever you can find your podcasts. Otherwise, solo, I do some streaming on Twitch. My handle is Crashin' Thrashin'. Do a lot of League of Legends. Don't worry, I hate me too. And otherwise, I'm just being a big gay menace online.
I'm also on the main show. I'm also a regular on the podcast Text Trek. You can also find me at Dramadork884, most places on the internet, especially like Twitter and TikTok.
Jay?
I'm pretty much nowhere on the internet. I just want to remind you to drink some water and be kind to yourself.
Amen.
Bastion?
And I am Bastion, and since I don't wish to be perceived, you also can't find me anywhere. And if you do, no, you didn't. I'm just wandering around normally as a creature of the night.
Finally, I am Jordan. I'll be your GM for these upcoming adventures. I have previously gotten to game with Dan on another Mayhemverse adventure called Redacted Rangers. I've been looking forward to gaming with Rachel. And then Jay and Bastion are actually players in a campaign run by my husband Bobby and I. I have very much enjoyed gaming with all of you. If you're anywhere in the Chicago area, I offer free self-defense lessons via Pride Self-Defense. Priority is getting self-defense out there to the members of the LGBT community. But if you are an ally and you are willing to come and learn and hang out and have a good time, we are open. You can find Pride Self-Defense on Facebook. There will be links to everybody's stuff that will be included in the show notes. Thank you all for your time, and I am so incredibly pumped to watch this project come to fruition.
Hell yeah.
Underground Records 0, Taking the Case.
Underground Records is a production of Masks and Mayhem and uses the game Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. Check the link in the show notes to get your own copy of the game. You can help support us by making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly member through our Ko-fi page. That's ko-fi.com/mayhemcast. The episode was game mastered by Jordan and was produced by myself, R.C. Byler. The voice of Moze was provided by Brandon Brownson. Our logo art is by Jenn Evans, and our font is by AJ Eisen. The Underground Records theme was developed by Vladimir Barry, with production assistance and additional music done by our own Pope Brandon Brownson. Additional social media links, blog posts, and episodes can be found on our website at masksandmayhem.com.